Good evening, my beautiful butterflies and fly guys. Listen, I know you're ready to get into tonight's discussion, and believe me, I am too. So without pause, let's get to it. Of course, Lizzo is back at it again with the release of her last photo shoot, and boy, was it a doozy. Did you see it? Well, listen, I'm not going to show it here because this is a family program. But we're definitely going to do what she desired when she did the photo shoot, and that's talk about it. All right? So go ahead and grab your favorite beverage, and we'll be right back after this. Are you ready, AB? All right, let's get it. Hit it. Yeah, in the building.
I'm telling you, he spoke fashion. I'm so glad he spoke fashion. I'm telling you, he spoke.
All right. Again, thank you for joining us, and I'm glad that you've taken time out of your busy schedule to have this conversation. So tonight's discussion centers around superstar singer Lizzo. Recently, Lizzo posted to Instagram a video clip of her singing what looks to be a song from her upcoming album, albeit in the nude. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, in the nude. Now, while Lizzo's struggles with her weight are well documented, my focus tonight is not on her weight, but her consistent acting out surrounding it. Listen, in an age where we are evolving, we're being asked to identify men we knew to be men as women, and women we knew to be women as men. And now we are evolving to the point where we don't have any say-so in what we identify as appropriate or inappropriate. Wow, is that what we're getting to? I mean, just here recently, we have the lovely Miss Sydney Carter. Well, listen, I am not going to be the one to tell Miss Sydney. First of all, I think she looks great, and I will not question the appropriateness of this women's basketball coach, Sydney Carter. However, there are things concerning Lizzo's latest that are disturbing. So tonight we are discussing the topic: are black men wrong for not wanting to see Lizzo in the nude? As many of you can rightfully recognize, when it comes to Lizzo, one thing you recognize first and foremost is her need to show herself nude. And we can quickly identify in all the things that she does craves attention. And although she has talent, she brings attention to her body instead of her voice. Why? That's a good question. Because simply we've had artists like Whitney, Tony, Sade, Beyonce, and the like, and none have ever shown as much skin as Lizzo. Wow. Now, has her bullying people to accept her size the reason for such behavior? Are black men to be bludgeoned to death by her nudity until we give in and give up? What about you? What about you do you like to bring attention? What is your best feature? Do you find yourself bringing attention to that feature? I want to offer this to all that desire to bring attention to anything about themselves. And that is to say, that is not always your favorite part that catches the man's eye. Let me say that again. It is not always your favorite part that catches the man's eye. Sometimes your focus may be on what you consider your best quality. And while you are focusing on your favorite quality, you're forgetting about your least favorite. And most of the time, your least favorite is the one that catches our attention. So I recommend working on your least favorite part about yourself. And guess what? You can do that with the use of fashion. That's right. As I've said many times before, fashion gives you an advantage. So let me give you an example. Let's look at Exhibit A, shall we? All right. For all accounts, it looks to me like Lizzo is a very jovial woman full of personality. And instead of simply giving us personality, she focuses on her weight and gaining acceptance of her weight. Let me say this. This is no way an attempt to fat shame Lizzo, because for me, this is not about her weight, but about her mentality and those using her to push a certain narrative, watch this, about Black women and weight. Listen, I am no conspiracy theorist, but when it is this blatant and obvious, you can't but think that in some way that this is the case. Let me ask you, do you see any other artists of any other color that they are promoting as much as possible their weight? Well, let me ask you a question. Do you all remember this artist? All that you would hear about concerning this singer was how kind and generous she was and how amazing her voice is. I am too a fan of hers, just as many of you are. But she never participated in any type of buffoonery concerning her weight. And for the most part, she knew that if they were to see her in concert, they would be in for an amazing show. And watch this, there are millions of little girls that look up to her and have followed her career. Now here is that same person now. Wow. She is still a darling of the music industry, and she is now motivating young girls who have struggled with self-esteem and knowing that you can do anything you set your mind out to do. What an amazing example. And look, here is Adele before and after. Doesn't even look like the same person. And now we see even Adele in a relationship. Many would say that she lost the weight and found love. Now that's a great story to say the least. And perhaps that is one that will be in store for Lizzo if she would simply embrace a new perspective. Now listen, let me say that I'm not saying the only way to find love is to lose weight. But what I am saying is that putting in the work on yourself is always something that benefits you in the long run. Whether it be to reimagine your wardrobe or sense of fashion and style and to tackle your weight, or a decision to work on you will offer insurmountable rewards. Now, why is it and help me out here. Maybe you could help me out in the chat. Why is it that we don't care what we put before our little brown girls? You know, we go as far as to create organizations. No, I'm telling you, this is unbelievable to me that we push these things and then we go on and we create organizations. Like, for instance, there's one that is very popular now called Protect Black Women. Yes, Protect Black Women. And what we do is we align under these banners. However, my question is, do we really practice what it is that we preach? Now, there are going to be those. We are going to be quick to defend Lizzo and behavior like this, but are we, when we do so, really protecting Black women? Are we protecting our little brown girls? You do know that Lizzo and women like her may have more influence in your home than you do. On IG alone, she boasts 11.9 million followers. Your daughters may just be in that number. And listen, since I can't get any help from the women tonight, let me appeal to the men, the fathers that are listening. Is this who you want your daughter or daughters to imitate? Now listen, I don't want to come down too hard on Lizzo, because to me, while Lizzo is an amazing voice and talent, and I love the lyrics that she even stated in her recent nude photo session. Those lyrics were, "If you love me, you love all of me, or none of me at all." So tonight's topic, are Black men wrong for not wanting to see Lizzo in the nude? Is this all of her? And if we cannot accept her, the all that she suggests, then we get nothing at all? Is there no room for improvement? So as I mentioned before, Lizzo, she really craves attention. And that is at least what I get from her behavior. But craving attention and seeking attention really can be a dangerous precedent to set for our daughters and perhaps for our beautiful butterflies that are viewing this live. Let me hear from you. What do you think? What do you think in terms of her craving this attention and the precedent that it may set for our young women? Well, as you know, I always love a quote, a good quote that is. And tonight's quote is simply this: seek respect, not attention. It lasts longer. All right? So instead of seeking attention, seek respect. Those areas that you're bringing attention to, make sure that you're seeking respect instead of attention. Now, another point that I want to offer in this discussion on whether Black men are wrong is that of interest. Interest. When it comes to interest, I want you all to know that what I believe to be true, and not only me, but many Black men that I have spoken with concerning this topic, is that you simply cannot dictate what interests Black men. Why, you might ask? Because interest is not subjective, it is objective. So let's look at this chart. when you say that something is subjective, it is existing in the mind, belonging to the thinking subject rather than to the object of thought. Subjective, existing in the mind. And so you could subjectively believe that our interests are what you think they are, but it is only in your mind. But when you are objective, it is not influenced by personal feelings, interpretations, or prejudice. It is based on facts, unbiased, and objective opinion. And so our interests are not subjective, but objective. For some reason, when it comes to black men, many feel that the interests of black men are totally subjective. But now these same black men that I would say once went along to get along are now standing up and rejecting that narrative. Like it or not, for better or for worse, modern black men have become more vocal over their objection to the idea that the only way to get a black man is for black women to over-sexualize themselves in their fashion choices or the lack thereof. Come on, you got to give me some hand claps if you agree with me on that. Listen, the day is done that men, black men at least, only want to see our black women, our queens, in the nude. That's right. I'm serving notice tonight.
Okay.
Yes, that we are here for our beautiful butterflies. Now, I know this may not be popular in this PC generation and council culture that we live in, but many are saying, listen, don't criminalize or weaponize my choices. Why is it that we don't make the same noise when some non-black men or some non-black man says he doesn't approve of certain fashion choices, and we don't do the same concerning modern black men? It's always an argument. It is always some objection when black men say, this is what we like, opposed to that. All right, the final point that I want to offer for this conversation tonight is that we all are asking for women who agree and defend Lizzo. What we all are asking, excuse me, from women who agree and defend Lizzo is simply effort. As I said before, Lizzo is an amazing talent that craves attention. But Lizzo simply doesn't want to put in the work to be what she truly desires, but instead wants to manipulate both her fans and society into having pity and hiding behind, watch this, fat shaming for acceptance. I want you to know that fashion, hear me close, takes effort, but nudity does not. When most men see women showing more skin than clothing, let me tell you what happens. They identify that as a woman who does not desire to make an effort to impress or make an impression. And then many determine that this particular type of woman is not someone in which you want to build a relationship. Did you get that? Build a relationship. I didn't say take home, but build a relationship. Let me tell you that everything in life, listen, hear me close. Everything in life worth having takes effort. Marriage, family, faith, fashion, they all denote that you put forth an effort to make them work. Modern black men are desiring more of this. We're desiring more of a particular type, yes, putting forth an effort, beautiful butterflies, fully dressed and putting forth an efforts in marriage, family, faith, and fashion, with desiring that opposed to desiring this. I know some of you are upset with me, but listen, that lacks effort to put on something like that. But again, everything in life that is worth having takes effort. Efforts in marriage, family, faith, and especially in fashion. As many of you black men only ask for cooperation, and I'm hopeful that by having discussions on platforms like He Spoke Fashion, where we discuss women's fashion from a man's perspective, that we will help both men and women, but especially women who are cooperative, align themselves with men who find cooperation attractive. Listen, that is all that I have concerning tonight's discussion. Are black men wrong for not wanting to see Lizzo in the nude? But before I close tonight, as promised, I want to bring on, get ready for this, ladies and gentlemen, my beautiful butterflies and fly guys. I want to bring on tonight's special musical guest. He's going to serenade all of my beautiful butterflies. He Spoke Fashion. Please welcome none other than Stephen Ridley. Come on, give me some hand claps in the chat, please, if you will. All right, Stephen, how are you tonight? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good.
Great. I am so honored and just appreciative on the fact that you are joining us tonight. Why don't you tell us a little something about yourself and then tell us what you're going to be performing for us tonight.
Okay, yeah. Hello. As you announced, my name is Steve Ridley. How you doing? I've been a musician pretty much all my life. Enjoy singing, writing, producing, doing a whole bunch of things. Currently working on some new music that I'm going to be putting out later this year. So I'll keep you abreast of that. You can look for that. And for the lovers in the house tonight, I'm going to do one of my favorite Luther Vandross love songs. Yeah. And that's Luffa for all the old heads out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Wonderful. If you could just drop that background music for us.
Yeah, this one's called Wait for Love.
Wonderful. And so listen, I'm glad that you're here tonight, and I'm glad our audience is all tuned in, and many that will come on and watch this later. You are in for a treat tonight. None other than Stephen Ridley is with us tonight.
I can say for certain that it's true. There's a chance for me and you. I surely feel like the time is near. The picture in my mind is very clear. I think love has brought us here. I remember not too long ago, I was just a lonely person with a lonely heart. Yeah, and I was hoping there could one day be a chance for me to get the love that I've been missing. Sometimes love takes a long time, but wait for love, and you're gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, oh my. When you take a chance on love, you see it's not a waste of time if you truly believe the impossible can be. So hold on tight if you think you're right, 'cause nothing hurts as bad as when you see you gave up too easily. Now I remember spending all my time on a dream that kept me wishing that you could be mine. Yeah. And I was hoping there could one day be a chance for me to get the love that I've been missing. Sometimes love takes a long time, but wait for love, and you're gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, wait for love. Oh, my. Yeah. I never stopped believing there could one day be a chance for me to get the love that I've been missing. Sometimes love takes a long time, but wait for love, and you're gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, and you get the love that you've been missing. It takes a long time, and you're gonna get the wait for love, and you get the love. Sometimes love takes a long time, but wait for love, and you're gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, and you get the love that you've been missing. Sometimes love takes a long time, but wait for love, and you're gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, and you get the love that you've been missing. Woo! Takes a long time.
All right.
And you're gonna get the wait for love, and that you've been missing. Woo! Wait for love. Gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, and you will get the love. Sometimes love takes a long time. Well, wait for love, and you're gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, and you, yeah.
All right.
Woo!
Yes. Wonderful. Yes, those applause. I'm telling you, we love it. And listen, this is from Mr. Stephen Ridley. I'm telling you, we have enjoyed this on tonight. He spoke fashion. Yes, we appreciate. And listen, this is for all of you for Valentine's Day. We want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Stephen, wonderful job, amazing voice. I'm telling you, we have to get you back on this program, get you here live in the studio.
Oh, sure.
So we can hear
anytime.
you. Yes, would you be willing to do that?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, and I'll drop the exclusive on you when my original stuff drops.
All right. Listen, to those who want to get in touch with you, I mean, they may want you to do a wedding or thing. Are you open for that? And tell us, how can they get in touch with you? Are you on Facebook or what have you? How can they get in touch with you if they want to make an appointment?
Yeah, look me up, Steve Ridley on Facebook. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm not on IG or Twitter yet. You know, we're gonna be on there shortly. I'm working on my package now, so we're gonna get up there.
Awesome,
right now,
awesome.
I'm on Facebook, so.
Listen, we Definitely appreciate you tonight, my friend. I'm sure our listening audience enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it. We see some hand claps there, yes, and I'm so glad that we've had this opportunity to connect in this fashion. I'm telling you, we're going to connect in the future, and I want to say from He Spoke Fashion to you, we thank you, and we hope to see you again.
Thank you. Hope to see you again soon, too.
Thank you. Listen. Right. I'm glad that you all that stuck around for the conclusion of the show. And listen, I have really enjoyed you all on tonight, and I hope that you enjoyed this discussion. And again, a big thank you to tonight's musical guest, Mr. Stephen Ridley. Listen, I know we had some problems there with the music in the background, but it was quite all right. He did an excellent job, a phenomenal job to what sounded like a cappella to us, or Acapulco, however you want to say it. Listen. That's all I have for you on tonight. I want you to do this for me. Have a good night, good fashion, and I want you to remember that He spoke fashion to you. That's all I have for you tonight. Good night and be blessed. Yeah! In the middle.
He spoke, I'm so